So yeah, guys, NiGHTS is 14 years old as of today, and I just made this video just to say happy birthday, NiGHTS. Happy 14th birthday. So NiGHTS Into Dreams was released today for the Sega Saturn, 1996, of course, January 5th. Yeah, so this is great. You know, NiGHTS is a great game. Really fantastic. NiGHTS was so good. It got its own controller, which I do own, the 3D controller, which you can go look for a review on my channel. I review it. And this is a really fantastic game. Definitely one of the best games on the Sega Saturn. Although the Sega Saturn has a lot of great games, even though a lot of people don't think so. So yeah, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I just want to say I was working on something for Sonic's birthday. So I just want to say in this video, happy late birthday, Sonic. Sonic turned 19, if you were wondering. And yeah, but NiGHTS has got a lot of cameos in the Sonic games. So many cameos. Actually, the last cameo of NiGHTS was in Sonic and Sega's All-Star Racing, when NiGHTS was the flag carrier. So yeah, you know, and NiGHTS has got more, has got more cameos than games. Only 2 games actually. And you know, NiGHTS Into Dreams really didn't explain too many things that well. Only if you had the manual. And if you waited around at the title screen to see the background stories, you'd really understand. But they didn't explain things too well. They actually explained things much better in the sequel, which I'll get into. But yeah, this is really a fantastic game and a lot of fun. And I just really wanted to say happy 14th birthday, NiGHTS. But yeah, so there's only 2 NiGHTS games, and we waited 10 years for it. So yeah, it kind of shows. It kind of shows how, you know, Sega really didn't. I guess it was the guy who made Sonic, made NiGHTS, and he really wanted to keep this Sega Saturn classic. So that's most likely why we never got one until late, because he left Sega. But he did make this game, and it's a beautiful game. And NiGHTS is a really cool character. If you're wondering, NiGHTS is both genders. Just to tell you. That's what Sega said, and that's why his or her voice sounds really weird in NiGHTS Into Dreams. It's meant to sound neutral, but yeah. And you know, the sequel wasn't people didn't like as much, maybe because they tried to change it up a little bit. I did like it. Gave a lot of background information on the world of NiGHTS, and kind of brought back the Chow Garden in the Utopia Garden, which is cool. I like the Chow Garden Sonic Adventure, and you know, I like NiGHTS and the Utopians and stuff. They're pretty cool, so I was happy with that. But I'll get more into that. Actually, I'm going to show you the intro, so sit back and enjoy the intro. So that was the intro to Knight's Journey of Dreams, the sequel to Knight's Into Dreams. A title waited for a long time, and a lot of people were disappointed. And, you know, I can see why. You know, you weren't collecting blue balls anymore, you were chasing after people with keys and birds, and they really tried to change it up, like Knights turning into a boat, and you had to collect the Natopians, or the Natopians flying in the air. A lot more focused on the Natopians and stuff like that, and speed. You know, like when you had to get the key, you were timed, right? Like in the original, which did have something to do with speed, but this one's more like you have to catch it, right? More like Sonic the Hedgehog, which maybe the person who made this game was going for more of a Sonic the Hedgehog type gameplay, since it wasn't made by the guy who made Sonic. I can't remember his name. It's some Japanese name. Really can't remember. I think it's like Yuji Naka? Yuji Naka? I can't remember. I'm mostly saying that wrong. But yeah, this game is really great. Really great graphics, and I felt like they put a lot of money into it because the music in this is much better than the original. And to tell you the truth, if you ask me which one do I like more, this one or the original, you know, I would have to. They're pretty close, but I'd really have to say the original. This is a great game, but the gameplay definitely is not as much fun. Definitely what is more fun in this game is the story, because they explain a lot of the background information in this game, and the music. So yeah, this game came out in like 2007, 2008, or whatever. So yeah, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, so you know, this game is great, and it was definitely a worthy successor to Into Dreams. Definitely not as much fun, but definitely worthy, and it was definitely a great game. But definitely people did not like it as much because, like, I know there's a lot of Knights fans out there who really enjoyed this game, and there's a lot of Knights fans out there who hated this game. Just definitely because of the bad controls. Like, this game did not have good controls. But yeah, I would really hope to see a Knights 3, or whatever they would call it, on the 360 or PS3, because telling you the truth, you didn't really use the Wii controls at all. You really just use an analog stick, and I would definitely like to see it more in HD than to see it on the Nintendo Wii. I know Sega's like one of the highest third-party producers, like they make the most money off the Wii, and I know how they would want to continue with that, but I'd really like them to make one for the PS3 and Xbox 360, just because I think it would be definitely, the controls would be much better, and especially since the original Knights you had to buy one with an analog stick, so whatever. But I really just wanted to wish Knights a happy 14th birthday, and to hope to see a Knights 3 one day, and play that, because I'll definitely have a lot of fun playing it. So yeah, happy birthday, Knights, and for now.